Hello, hope you are having a good day. Let's look at the top crypto news from across the world. First up, Central African Republic President launches crypto initiative following Bitcoin adoption. Faustin Archange Touadéra, President of the Central African Republic, has announced the government will be backing an initiative centered around developing the country's blockchain infrastructure. In a Monday announcement on Twitter, Touadéra said the Central African Republic government would be launching Sango, a crypto initiative proposed following the country's adoption of Bitcoin as legal tender in April. According to Sango's website, the government intends to launch the program during a July 3 event in which the president, members of his cabinet and industry experts will discuss the physical and digital infrastructure needed to enter the crypto space, as well as the legal framework for the country. The Sango project's plans include building a legal crypto hub aimed at attracting businesses and global crypto enthusiasts, expanding the adoption of Bitcoin in the country, and creating a virtual crypto island, a special economic zone in the metaverse that will seemingly have an equivalent space in the physical world. According to Sango, the Central African Republic plans to have a dedicated legal framework for crypto in place by the end of 2022. The ambitious strategy to quickly build a successful economy can only rely on new technologies that have taken the world by storm and taken money to another level, with Bitcoin as a watchword, said Touadéra. Anonymous threatens Terra's Do Kwon with justice in new video. On the back of Luna and USDT's collapse in May, hacktivist collective Anonymous has vowed to make sure Terra co-founder Do Kwon is brought to justice as soon as feasible. On Sunday, a video allegedly made by the hacker collective Anonymous rehashed a long list of Kwon's alleged wrongdoings. This includes withdrawing $80 million per month from UST and Luna before the latter's collapse, and his part in the demise of the stablecoin Basis Cash. Do Kwon is reported to have co-founded the latter in late 2020 under the alias Rick Sanchez. The video message said, "Do Kwon, if you are listening, sadly, there is nothing that can be done to reverse the damage that you have done. At this point, the only thing that we can do is hold you accountable and make sure that you are brought to justice as soon as possible." To reveal Do Kwon's alleged misdeeds, the group announced that it will be investigating his conduct since he first involved himself in crypto. Additionally, Anonymous blasted Kwon for using arrogant tactics to harass rivals and detractors and for appearing as he will never fail. Anonymous, a decentralized multinational activist collective, is well known for planning cyber attacks against public and commercial sector targets, including the Church of Scientology. Tencent unveils special unit to address the metaverse market. The Chinese tech and entertainment giant, Tencent, has unveiled a specialized team to drive its metaverse growth, called the Extended Reality Unit. Tencent plans to recruit more than 300 people into this unit. The announcement of the Extended Reality Unit sent a significant wave in China's tech ecosystem. The unit will cover all aspects of the company's plan and goals. The ultimate result aimed to land Tencent into the metaverse-centered market. It is currently not clear in which direction the company will go in. Sources, however, say that Tencent will be making both hardware and software for the metaverse. Tencent is hypothetically set to produce XR and AR hardware. This means the company will become a viable competition for companies like Microsoft and Meta. It is said that the new unit is a passion project of Tencent's founders. Sources, however, have said this plan could still change in the future depending on the performance. Crypto community holds its breath as the European Union finalizes regulations on proof of work and unhosted wallets this month. The crypto community is anxiously watching as European Union legislators finalize regulations that will affect proof of mining activities and unhosted, non-custodial wallets within the region. According to Patrick Hansen, a crypto venture advisor at Presight Capital, the two bills will most likely be finalized by the end of this month. Furthermore, their approvals as is, or with modifications, will have huge implications for the crypto market in the European Union and beyond. For the Markets in Crypto Assets Bill, Mr. Hansen explains that the legislation is in the trilogue stage where all three European Union institutions of the Council, Parliament, and Commission meet on June 30 to discuss and possibly agree on a few topics that need to be worked on further. Firstly, The legislators need to decide whether NFTs fall under the Markets in Crypto Assets Bill and whether to include consumer protections. Secondly, stablecoins issuance will be determined, including the possibility of implementing thresholds and supervision. Thirdly, the DeFi industry might just be exempt from the reach of the Markets in Crypto Assets Bill, with a separate report being scheduled for 2023. Fourthly, the environmental impact of crypto operations in the European Union will be ironed out given that Europe's legislators have already decided that it would not completely ban proof-of-work blockchains such as Bitcoin. Are hedge funds planning USDT dump? Tether CTO responds to rumors. The chief technology officer at Tether, Paulo Ardoino, today addressed what he called open and coordinated attacks by some hedge funds on USDT. This, he explained, is being done in a bid to spread another wave of FUD following the collapse of Terra, Luna. In a long thread on Twitter, Paulo Ardoino explains the dynamics behind the open attacks on USDT, which he claimed is being perpetrated by hedge funds, who have collaborated to cause harm to USDT's liquidity by shorting heavily and then repurchasing at a lower price. He also noted that with all Tether has done to show transparency and their commitments to phase out commercial paper exposure to move into US Treasuries, the attackers haven't desisted in their attacks. Ardoino went ahead to make it known that Tether's commercial paper exposure has been reduced from $45 billion to $8.4 billion. He reiterated Tether's 100% backing and threw a jab at hedge funds who had troubles recently, saying they were considered holy heroes in the industry. Thank you for joining us today. If you like the video, please hit like and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with crypto world.